This is an important message to diabetics from the doctors at the International Council for Truth in Medicine. A breakthrough in diabetes has been achieved, and yet we have been threatened. We have received takedown orders. We are in danger of losing our medical licenses simply for exposing this information. If you have diabetes, pre-diabetes, or know someone with these conditions, then listen carefully, as the following presentation just might save your life.
Last year, we helped 17,542 type 2 diabetics normalize their blood sugar, fix insulin sensitivity, and end the need for prescription drugs, insulin injections, and blood sugar monitoring. This year, we're on track to help over 30,000 diabetics achieve the impossible. These techniques have already been used successfully by people in over 40 countries and have helped type 2 diabetics eliminate the need for drugs and insulin injections, while helping type 1s greatly reduce their drug and injection dosages. Pharmaceutical companies have been suppressing this information for decades. Drug companies stand to lose billions of dollars in profits if diabetics learn the truth about their disease and begin using these cheap and much more effective treatments to reverse the type 2 diabetes, normalize blood sugar, fix insulin resistance, and avoid all the horrible diabetes complications that are waiting for them way further down the road. This treatment is so easy, so effective, so natural, and so inexpensive, it might as well be free. Backed by over 120 scientific studies from some of the world's top scientific journals and verified by naturalnews.com, which is the world's #1 health news website with over 12 million monthly readers, proven by world-renowned doctors and researchers from all across the globe. Now, if you simply watch this presentation until the end and do exactly what it says, 21 days from now, you will feel like a completely new person. Now, I'd like to pass the mic on to my colleague, Dr. Meadow.
Hi, I'm Dr. Meadow, and after working in the diabetes industry for over 2 decades, our team has witnessed our share of lies and deceit. We were also able to uncover the truth about insulin resistance, diabetes drugs, and blood sugar. I decided to join the ICTM and help them in their quest to bring the truth about diabetes to the world. What if I told you there was a completely natural treatment that attacks the root cause of diabetes? It is so revolutionary that the medical establishment has actually been hiding it from you on purpose. A treatment that's 100% proven effective, yet not used by your doctor and not known to 99% of all doctors around the world. Imagine if this natural secret can give you a radical shift in your health for the better and instantly improve your quality of life, and in fact even reverse your type 2 diabetes while melting away all doubt and worry. It does not matter if diabetes has been in your family for generations, or you've struggled with it for 50 years. Our treatment works on newly diagnosed diabetics as well as people who have struggled for decades and are losing hope. Join us in taking these first steps. Commit the next 7 minutes to this presentation and your future good health. If you watch our presentation carefully, I promise you will believe that it's possible. You will know that it's possible as a scientific fact. And then, only moments later, you will begin the process of naturally reversing your type 2 by treating it right at the source. Right here, today, right now. That way, you won't just know it's true. You'll see the results with your very own eyes. You will feel the results inside your own body. 48,931 is exactly how many people have now used the secret I am about to share with you to radically improve their diabetes. Just last year, we helped 17,542 diabetics. This year, we are on track to help 30,000 more. The only question is, will you be one of them? Real results without surgery, without needles, without pills, and without visiting a doctor. Yes, even type 1 diabetics see an immense difference in their diabetes. These 48,000 individuals are now enjoying normal lives without worrying about diabetes. Their glucose levels remain in normal ranges, no matter which foods they eat, no matter how much or how little they exercise, no matter how stressful their lives are, no matter how much sleep they get. Imagine just living a normal life. Doesn't this sound nice? How would you like to feel like this every day? to feel normal again, just like everyone else. No more drugs, no bland diets, no fear of horrible diabetes complications, no more needles, no stressful doctor's visits, no fear of early death, no fear of blindness or amputations. The freedom to simply live life, eat your favorite foods, and just enjoy every day. Spend time with your kids or grandkids and know that you will be there with them, watching them grow and sharing many wonderful moments with them. Know that you'll be there for your spouse instead of being a constant burden. Know that they can count on you. Imagine the fear, stress, and doubt just floating away as prescription drugs, glucose monitors, and finger pricks become a thing of the past. Imagine the fear crippling you inside, releasing, letting go, and never coming back. You know what's going to happen? The real you will come out. A healthy, energetic, and happy you that you forgot you even had inside. But don't take my word for it. I'll let the shocking scientific studies and clinical trials, which I will get to in a little bit, and our 48,000 healthy individuals do the job. Let's hear from one of them now.
I was very skeptical in the beginning, but after starting and following your program exactly, my glucose began to normalize. Neuropathy pains went away, and I started feeling much better. My doctor couldn't believe it, but after a month or so, he took me off my prescription meds and injections. My blood sugar is now stable. I don't need insulin, and I don't need medication. I mean, I still can't believe it. I can't believe this is possible, but I'm living proof. Thanks, Dr. Meadow, and the doctors at the ICTM. Couldn't have done it without you.
Now I know what some of you are thinking, that this is too good to be true, that this can never work for you. I understand. I would be thinking the exact same thing if I was in your shoes. What I'm telling you right now goes against everything you have ever been told about diabetes. Every doctor, medical professional, every website, television host, your friends, relatives have told you that you are stuck with diabetes for life. The injections and drugs are something you just have to live with forever. The only way is to manage it, they said. Prick your finger, take your drugs, inject insulin every single day for the rest of your life. Nobody ever told you about the natural drug-free treatments that can completely reverse your type 2 diabetes once and for all. So, we're about to reveal that secret. We'd like to tell you things your doctor and the medical industry never did. The single secret into the workings of the human body and its endocrine system. The secret Big Pharma would rather be buried forever. The secret we were harassed and intimidated over, which proves that defeating type 2 diabetes is possible and has been possible for the last 100 years. This secret that has over 120 clinical studies behind it, none of them covered in any major newspaper and not taught in medical school. It effectively treats the source of diabetes that made you a diabetic in the first place. The results you see here are so spectacular, so outside the box, that most people are amazed at how quickly they see results, primarily because this approach attacks diabetes at the root, an approach not used in current modern medical treatments like drugs and insulin injections that simply treat symptoms. Modern medicine has chosen to ignore this treatment method in favor of the Big Pharma approach, which has you shackled to prescription drugs and insulin injections for life, being dependent on them, a prisoner in your own body. Before I share this secret with you, let me tell you an amazing story that was recently featured by the world-famous Dr. Oz. Rocco Wackman of Scottsdale, Arizona was overweight, diabetic, and had the heart of an 85-year-old while being only in his 50s. In just 28 days, Rocco completely reversed his type 2 diabetes, got rid of his hypertension, acid reflux, successfully reduced the plaque on his arteries, came off his cholesterol and diabetes medication completely, and did all this just by changing his diet in a specific way, which Dr. Michael Roizen, the chief medical consultant for the Dr. Oz show, called doable for everyone. In a few minutes, I will reveal how Rocco completely reversed his type 2 diabetes. Dr. Oz himself even stated that 90% of type 2 diabetics can reverse their problem. 90% of diabetics, free of their disease. That is over 200 million people that could be free of this crippling disease. The method is so simple, yet so powerful. You're going to want to watch this presentation until the end and discover it for yourself. And trust me, I know how you may be feeling right now. My father was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes when I was a teenager. But what happened next just didn't seem fair. He took his prescribed medication. He took his insulin. He even improved his diet and exercised. He did everything his doctor told him and more. Yet despite his best efforts, his foot was amputated. He could no longer go fishing with us nor play catch with me like he used to, and his diabetes kept getting worse until he died at the age of 65. I couldn't understand it. If he was taking all his prescribed medication, insulin, pills, eating diets recommended by his doctor, daily exercise, why did he still have to die? Why did our medical system fail him and millions of other diabetics across the world? Something changed inside me the day he died. I knew I had to do something as I couldn't watch another person die of this disease. This was one of the main reasons I became a doctor. I wanted to help stop this disease. After medical school, I spent 2 decades with my research team struggling to find a cure for diabetes. We researched insulin production, pancreas problems, glucose absorption methods, but all in vain. See, the problem was that we were following the mainstream medical methods of trying to cure diabetes. We were attacking it completely from the wrong angle. And I only discovered this after I joined the doctors at the International Council for Truth in Medicine. And together we embarked on a mission, poured over thousands of scientific studies and research papers, worked with hundreds of doctors, researchers, and medical professionals. And you know what? After 10 full years of analyzing, verifying, and testing this information, we discovered the truth, the covered up, suppressed, and hidden truth. We discovered a method so powerful it threatens to shut down Big Pharma for good, because it begins reversing type 2 diabetes the moment you start. By attacking diabetes at the root, it begins healing your pancreas, fixing your insulin problems, normalizing blood sugar, and restoring your health. We want to share it with you today so you can be free of type 2 diabetes, free of the drugs, pills, and injections, free of the crippling fear and worry, and start living your life beginning today. We came to learn that there is a scary process which destroys your pancreas and turns off your blood sugar metabolism, activating your diabetes, dooming you to a life of pain, suffering, and early death. A process which Time magazine called the secret killer. It is the culprit behind most diseases actually, and along with a lack of nutrients and key compounds, if you do not get this process under control within your body, it will be virtually impossible to reverse your type 2 diabetes. And I want to share with you exactly how to stop this process, dead in its tracks, right now. Ever wondered why diabetics have such high rates of heart disease, heart attacks, cancer, high cholesterol, blindness, arthritis, and neuropathy? One word: inflammation. Just recently, February 2015, scientists and researchers at the University of California, San Diego proved that type 2 diabetes is caused by a tiny molecule. They discovered that an inflammatory molecule called LTB4 causes insulin resistance. And what does insulin resistance lead to? High blood sugar and diabetes. And there you have it. The root cause of diabetes? Not exactly. We have to go back just a little bit further. We need to find out what causes inflammation and how to stop it. This, my friends, is the Holy Grail, the one thing that has been hidden, suppressed, and kept secret, the answer to your diabetes. So what is it? The secret is in the food you eat, or more importantly, not eat. It has nothing to do with your genetics, your age, gender, family history, or anything else. Scientists discovered that many of the foods we eat every single day cause serious chronic inflammation that leads to insulin resistance and high blood sugar, among many other health problems. What's most shocking is that diabetes diets recommended by doctors, even ones recommended by all the diabetes associations, have recently been proven to actually raise blood sugar and harm your pancreas. That's why you still need to take your diabetes medication and insulin when trying to follow their crazy diets. But you don't need to diet. Dieting doesn't work. You simply need to eat less of certain harmful foods while substituting diabetes-busting superfoods. As soon as you start attacking inflammation, your blood sugar will begin normalizing, your pancreas will begin healing, and neuropathy pain will vanish. Best of all, your doctor will have to take you off your medication and injections as you simply won't need them anymore. 21 days or less. Scientists and researchers from all over the world have proven these findings in countless studies. Here are some of the most remarkable results. American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. In just 16 days, insulin dosages were reduced by 57%. University of California, Los Angeles. In just 3 weeks, 71% of patients were taken off all diabetes drugs. University of Kentucky Metabolic Research Group. A few weeks later, 96% of type 2 diabetics were able to completely stop all insulin injections, while type 1s reduced their doses by an average of 38%. Loma Linda University. 81% of patients achieved complete relief of painful neuropathy. Dr. Fedon Lindberg, Oslo, Norway, had this to say: Patients who were injecting high doses of insulin, as many as 200 units daily, have managed to quit insulin and come off medications for blood pressure and other conditions. Here's what some of the lead researchers have to say. Contrary to common belief, type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome can be reversed. Christian Roberts, University of California. To have people free of diabetes after years with the condition is remarkable. Roy Taylor, Newcastle University. We welcome the results of this research because it shows that type 2 diabetes can be reversed. Dr. Ian Frame, Diabetes UK. Once you start attacking inflammation, it's not just diabetes that begins to heal. In a study at the George Washington University, they found that cholesterol dropped 25 to 30%, an amount comparable to what can be achieved with statin prescription drugs. Risk of cancer was lowered by an astounding 67%, proven in a study done at the National Institute for Public Health and the Environment in Bilthoven, Netherlands. Rates of hypertension, that's high blood pressure, dropped 61% in men and 36% in women, proven in a study from the University of Oxford, United Kingdom. Patients even lowered their risk of fatal heart disease by over 56%, Loma Linda University, California. This is why it doesn't matter how old you are, what your weight is, who your parents are, how long diabetes has been in your family, or what your genetics are. If you can fix inflammation, you can fix your health. This, my friends, is the life-saving information that has been hidden from you for decades. Shockingly simple and easy ways to begin reversing your type 2 diabetes without drugs, injections, or surgery. Do you think this life-changing, groundbreaking information will ever be revealed to the public? No. By keeping this information away from the public, the pharmaceutical companies just saved themselves from losing 200 million new customers and billions of dollars in profits. These people want you to get diabetes. They need you to get diabetes, and they need people to stay sick. The pharmaceutical industry feeds on sick people who they've hooked onto their drugs that must be taken for life. Now imagine if you knew the truth. Imagine if you had access to all of this suppressed and covered up medical research and the exact methods thousands of diabetics used to become completely healed. No more needles. No more expensive and dangerous diabetes medications. No more finger pricking or test strips. No more trips to the doctor for disappointing test after disappointing test. No more frustration and embarrassment. Would you use this information to help yourself, your kids, relatives, family, and friends? Keep watching because you're about to receive it. A step-by-step natural treatment that you can start using immediately to begin reversing your type 2 diabetes right now. The pharmaceutical and medical industry has known about these diabetes-busting secrets for decades. These studies aren't new. They've been published and then covered up many decades ago, all in the name of profit. My father died in the name of profits. You are suffering in the name of profit, and you probably know someone who has died from diabetes, all because the pharmaceutical companies want to make more money. Once you start digging into the inner workings of this vile industry, you discover the monumental profits drug companies enjoy simply by treating diabetics for life. Diabetes is a $300 billion a year industry. They are not about to jeopardize these profits by showing you how to beat your diabetes for free without their pills or injections. Think about it. Every time you visit your doctor, he makes money. Every drug you take makes the pharmaceutical companies money. Every shot, pill, injection, blood sugar monitor you use makes these companies lots and lots of money. You are a lifelong cash cow for Big Pharma. You have to keep buying their drugs, pills, and other accessories for life. If you kick your diabetes butt, if you eliminate the need to take diabetes medication, the pharmaceuticals would lose billions of dollars. Why would they ever want to put themselves out of business? And now you have to ask, shouldn't the government health agencies reveal this information? Shouldn't they save their citizens? Shouldn't the government step in and do something about this? No, and they never will because they're in bed with the pharmaceutical industry. The government health agencies are sponsored, lobbied, and influenced by the billion-dollar pharmaceutical companies. The governments of the United States, along with Canada, Australia, and the United Kingdom, passed a law stating that only a drug can cure, prevent, or treat a disease. That means, by law, that only a chemical drug made in a factory by a pharmaceutical company can cure, prevent, or treat a disease. Yes, you read that right. All those scientific studies we just showed you, with thousands of successful patients, conducted by scientists from all over the world and printed in renowned medical journals, proving how you can prevent, treat, and reverse type 2 diabetes without drugs, are just figments of your imagination. To them, these studies with their life-saving findings don't exist. That's how the medical industry works. If it's not a drug, they don't care about it. If it's more effective, even if it's cheaper, Even if it works 100%, obviously they don't want anyone using cheap, almost free methods to treat themselves. They want everyone hooked on prescription drugs for life. Still think your government or the pharmaceutical industry cares about you? I think it's time for you to take your health into your own hands. Imagine if millions of diabetics discover the truth, if they start reversing their type 2 diabetes, if their doctors begin taking them off drugs and insulin injections. The pharmaceutical industry would go bankrupt overnight. That's hundreds of billions of dollars in lost profits. This is why the pharmaceutical industry, health industry, and even the government health agencies have to keep lying to you. There will never be a cure for diabetes that comes out of the big pharmaceutical companies, no matter how much they lie to you about a cure being just around the corner. It simply does not fit their business model. If the drug companies were in the health business, they'd be putting themselves out of business. There is simply too much money to be made in treating diabetics for life. So, what happens now? In light of this knowledge, you now have two options. You can close this page, go back to what you were doing, go back to taking your prescription medication and injections, knowing that they aren't doing anything to help your type 2 diabetes, knowing that your future holds health complications, blindness, possible amputations, heart attacks, stroke, and early death. Or you can choose the quickest, easiest, and smartest option. You can start learning about the suppressed diabetes busting methods and applying them right now. Begin reversing your type 2 diabetes. Become free of insulin injections, expensive drugs, and constant glucose monitoring. Get healed and start living the life you deserve. We've already done the work for you. All you have to do is take the easy step forward. So what is the ICTM? Created and directed by Max Sidorov, we are a team of doctors who put patients, not profits, first. We have already used these scientifically proven methods to treat over 48,000 of our own diabetes patients with enormous success, and now want to bring this knowledge directly to you. We think you deserve to know the truth about our medical system, food and drug system, and health policy. You deserve to be informed about the variety of safer, cheaper, and faster methods for treating and beating your diabetes. We'd like to give you this framework of knowledge that you can use to begin your path to health today. The truth is that you can take your health back into your own hands. You can free yourself from the shackles of constant blood sugar readings, daily drug regimens, and even prevent the horrible health complications that await most diabetics down the road. We have assembled the results and exact methods from hundreds of suppressed scientific studies and powerful medical research into an easy-to-read and understand step-by-step health guide called The 7 Steps to Health and the Big Diabetes Lie. The exact techniques that have already been used by tens of thousands of people all over the world to beat diabetes, regain their health, and take control of their lives. The same program we use on our own patients, all combined into one easy-to-follow guide that anyone can use. We want you to receive a copy of it and start your own success story. So let me show you what's inside. Page 430. Learn about the simple foods found in any grocery store that are 2 times more successful at eliminating the need for diabetes medication than the diet recommended by the American Diabetes Association. Foods that have been shown to destroy type 2 diabetes in 74% of patients while eliminating metabolic syndrome in 100% of children. And which foods help you end the need for insulin injections while normalizing blood sugar and cholesterol. Page 298. Discover the exact step-by-step solution that helped 96% of patients completely end the need for insulin medication, proven at the University of Kentucky and the Virginia Medical Center, and how you too can apply these same methods to fight your diabetes, all using regular foods from your local grocery store. Page 250. Shocking scientific findings discovered which foods when eaten in the right amounts work nearly 2 times better than metformin, the leading diabetes drug at normalizing blood sugar. The people following these methods don't need to take any more drugs or inject insulin, proven in a study from the George Washington School of Medicine. Page 81. See how a certain food that 85% of the world eats on a daily basis spikes blood sugar, increases inflammation, makes your diabetes worse, and has been shown to raise the risk of diabetes in healthy people by 170%. Page 400. The exact foods and the portions to eat them in that have been shown to completely eliminate neuropathy pain in 81% of diabetics, proven in a study at Loma Linda University in California. Page 62. Learn which foods you can munch on all day long without gaining weight or spiking blood sugar, and which so-called healthy foods you have to stay far away from. Page 201. Get the scoop on all the inflammation-destroying superfoods that normalize blood sugar, help restore your damaged pancreas, fix insulin sensitivity, and stop neuropathy pain, Proven in multiple studies from the National Institute for Public Health in Bilthoven, Netherlands, University of Oxford in the United Kingdom, and the University of California. Page 302. Discover the truth about a spice that you probably have in your kitchen cabinet right now and how it increases glucose metabolism 20-fold, thereby lowering blood sugar and helping stop diabetes. Page 220. Learn why counting calories is completely unnecessary and how you can lose weight without worrying about counting anything. Page 177. How the FDA, American Food and Drug Administration, prohibited the sale of natural treatments even though they knew these remedies could save millions of lives. Page 86. We show you the truth about so-called healthy butter alternatives that are nothing but synthetic lab-made chemicals and have been linked to inflammation and cancer. Page 25. Find out how Splenda, NutraSweet, and other so-called healthy zero-calorie sweeteners actually make you pack on the pounds while making your diabetes worse. Discover how these sweeteners trick your brain, increase inflammation, swell up your liver and kidney, and cause ill health. And so much more life-saving information that you'll be able to start reading about in the next few minutes. You will actually be able to begin the healing process within the hour, because you are about to learn the exact step-by-step system tailor-made for you that will instantly begin repairing your body 100% naturally. The program is the result of over 10 years of testing and research. We witnessed countless diabetic patients significantly reduce their need for medication far sooner than even our doctors thought possible. We instantly knew this information had to be seen worldwide. This step-by-step how-to guide you're about to receive takes all of the guesswork out of reversing your type 2 diabetes. It's confusion-free, guaranteed. It will tell you exactly what to eat and which foods to stay far away from. It will introduce you to critical compounds, vitamins and minerals your body has been begging for since the day you became diabetic. There are no prescription drugs to swallow, no crazy diets, pills, potions, powders, or injections. Everything you will need to begin your path to health can be found in your local grocery store. You will be shown several handy life hacks, that is to say, small changes in your lifestyle, that take very little effort. In fact, you'll barely notice them, and yet they will have massive effects in ending inflammation, normalizing glucose, and helping to restore your damaged pancreas. 7 Steps to Health answers every question you might have. We know because we have tens of thousands of satisfied patients. And if there's something you can't find an answer to, we have helpful support staff who are standing by 24/7 to answer any queries you might have. Some of them are former diabetics themselves, who can support you and guide you like nobody else can. So how much does all this cost? What does it cost to completely reverse your type 2 diabetes and never have to inject another needle or take another prescription drug? First, let's look at some cold hard facts. Diabetes costs you over $4,000 every year, whether it is through sky-high insurance premiums, taxes, time spent at the doctor, or other medical costs. The cost of dialysis, which many diabetics need after their kidneys fail, is upwards of $40,000. The pumps, blood sugar monitors, testing strips, the time spent going to doctors, something you won't have to do as often anymore. Think about all the diabetic complications you can potentially avoid: heart disease, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, strokes, high risk of cancer, amputations, and so many other horrible ailments that many diabetics will face. Your long-term health expenses over a lifetime of diabetes are expected to be as much as $100,000. So how much should it cost you to eliminate all of that? Close your eyes for a moment and just imagine. How much money would you pay for a guaranteed method to reverse your type 2 diabetes? No more injections, no daily drug regimens, no more neuropathy pain. So what is the price of bringing normality back into your life? $10,000? $1,000? $500? By all logic, it should cost quite a lot. Consider also the expense, time, and research that went into this product, and you'll begin to realize it should cost even more than $12,000. But, luckily for you, we're not Big Pharma. We're not enslaved to any investors. We don't have CEOs and presidents and other useless upper management types breathing down our necks to squeeze as much profit out of our customers. In fact, we're not even in it for the money. Our only goal is to help as many diabetics as possible, which is why the 7 Steps to Health won't cost you $12,000. If we did charge that, it would pay for itself in 1 year. But we're still not doing it. It won't be $5,000 or even $1,000. It will not be $500, not even $100 either. So what will it be? We tried to make the price as low as possible, just enough to cover our costs. 7 Steps to Health and the Big Diabetes Lie, the most revolutionary diabetes program of the decade, is only a refundable deposit of $37. The $37 is just a nominal payment that will help us keep this website up. It's completely voluntary. You decide if you want to pay for it after you've tried and tested it. There is absolutely no pressure from us whatsoever to pay. We'll give your deposit back to you with a smile at any time over the next 60 days if you say the word. Not surprisingly, we have very few asking for it back. After all, we're helping people regain health they thought they lost forever. And after working with diabetics for the last few decades, after seeing people on their deathbeds, I am going to guarantee that if you ever develop serious diabetes complications and are bedridden, sick, at risk of amputations, suffering from vision problems, neuropathy, and living in constant agony, you will wish you did something sooner. So here it is, your chance to do something about your health right now. To make your choice even easier, here's our simple guarantee. Type 1 or 2 diabetes will be massively improved or your money back. And I don't just mean that it will make you feel better. I mean real results that even your doctor will notice. Blood sugar and insulin production repaired. Neuropathy pain reduced and even eliminated. Type 1 diabetics can get their drug and insulin dosages drastically reduced. Most type 2 diabetics can be completely taken off all of their drugs and injections. I guarantee you your doctor is going to be shocked when he sees you next time, and he's going to want to know your secret. You have a full 60 days to decide if you want your money back, but you'll know in just 2 weeks. Compare this to the drugs and injections that you might be taking now. Do they offer any money-back guarantees? Does your doctor? Well, we do. Now, here's more good news for you. When you order today, we're going to throw in some of our other scientifically verified health guides 100% free. The Secrets of Antioxidants ebook, showing you how to put a stop on deadly free radicals that wreak havoc by damaging DNA, corroding cell membranes, and killing cells outright. Dr. Denham Harmon, University of Nebraska College of Medicine states, the relationship between aging and disease involving free radical reactions seems to be a direct one. Antioxidant supplements will increase the healthy, active lifespan by 5 to 10 or more years. And this ebook will teach you the most powerful antioxidants on the planet, many of which are completely unknown to your doctor, for free. It's a $67 course, free with your order today. Next, the second bonus is the Miracle of Sleep ebook. Proper sleep guidance is used by Olympic athletes. Did you know that sleep is not a passive event, but rather an active process involving powerful changes in the organs of the body? So during sleep, you're not just a lump on a mattress. Your whole organism keeps functioning to heal, restore, and rejuvenate. Exposure to even dim light at night, such as a glowing TV screen, could prompt changes in your brain that lead to mood disorders, up to and including depression. There are 3 absolutely important things which most people simply don't know that can turn their sleep into a powerhouse rejuvenating process, allowing you to fall asleep faster, sleep less, and feel more refreshed than ever. A $59 value, yours free if you order right now. The third free bonus is our revolutionary Amazing Health from Water ebook. This simple life-giving liquid is more powerful than your medicine cabinet. Headaches, weight gain, high blood pressure, all proven to be symptoms of a dehydrated body. Learn to lose weight, have no more daytime fatigue, improve your blood pressure, and much more simply by drinking the right water, in the right amounts, at the right time. And learn about all the harmful toxins, petrochemicals, and immunosuppressants floating in your tap water and how to remove them. A course valued at $49, absolutely free. Next up is the fourth free bonus. For ICTM customers is the Suppressed MSG and Your Health ebook valued at $32. That discloses one deadly food additive added to most foods on your grocery store shelves, which tricks your tongue to think your food is more nutritious, stimulates dangerous unneeded insulin production, is as addictive as Valium, stimulates nerve degeneration and nerve cell death, and has been linked to deadly disorders. Just by eliminating this one food additive, you can reverse many dangerous ailments. If you add it all up, that's $207 worth of our products we are giving you for free. Tell me, has anyone ever offered this much life-saving research to you before? All for free? Bonuses are limited, so make sure to grab your spot right now. You have 2 choices. Choice number 1. Go back to what you were doing, take more pills, injections, and keep hoping you will someday get better. Watch as your health deteriorates, as your eyesight gets worse, and as you inevitably end up in the hospital. Or choice number 2. Uncover the truth about diabetes and join the tens of thousands who've used our methods with astounding results. Prescription drugs, injections, blood sugar monitoring, neuropathy, sleepless nights, all a thing of the past. It's your life on the line. The decision is easy. As a doctor, I've seen my share of dying diabetes patients. And you know what every single one of them says? They wish they did something sooner. Now ask yourself, your family, what do they deserve? Does your spouse, kids, or grandkids deserve someone who will be there for them? Someone to share life and those precious family moments with? Or do they deserve a burden, someone who passes before his time and leads to heartache and tragedy? If not yourself, do it for the people in your life. Whose graduation or wedding will you attend if you add another 20 years to your life? Doesn't that feel empowering? Do you really want to live the rest of your life shackled to constant blood sugar readings, needles, and prescription drugs? Instead, what about a life with no more fear? Is that worth fighting for? You know it is. So why are you still listening to me? There's an order button below. Hit the button, fill out the form on the next page, and kick diabetes butt. Otherwise, what are you waiting for? Are you going to wait until you lose a foot? Or maybe going blind will get you moving to find a solution? Or maybe a heart attack will cause you to realize that what you're currently doing is not working? The solution is here, staring you right in the face. Hit the button under this video and get started now. Let me remind you, we don't want a penny of your money. You get to decide if you want your money back or not after you evaluate our program. You will either be jumping for joy or you will get all your money back. Think about it. How much is your life worth? Most people would say millions of dollars. So what's $37 to get your life and health back on track? Hit the button below and get started. What are you going to do? Put that money towards baseball tickets to a game you'll forget a week later? Or a dinner in some restaurant? Or maybe a pair of shoes that will sit in a closet? Or will you put it towards something that will bring long-lasting positive change in your life for years to come? Hit the button below, then fill out the form on the next page. It's safe. It's secure. You will either download the 7 Steps to Health as a PDF file and read it on your computer, tablet, iPad, Kindle, or other ebook reader. Or you can get a paperback copy that will be professionally printed for you by our book publisher and delivered right to your door. The shipping is free to anywhere in the world. Hit the button now. You have a new life to gain. I hope you realize that the pharmaceutical companies do not want you to read our book. They want you to be enslaved to them, their drugs and injections. Don't let them control your life any longer. Fight back and join us in the eradication of diabetes once and for all. It starts with you. Hit the button below now. The order button will disappear when the video ends, which is seconds away. Still here? Maybe you've got some questions. Let's answer the most common ones. What exactly am I buying? Is it a book? Is it being shipped to me? I'm a type 1 diabetic. Will this cure my diabetes? I have a busy schedule. Will this take much of my time? Diabetes is in my family for many generations. Can this still work for me? Will my doctor approve of these methods? Got more questions? As soon as you get inside, they will all be answered. So hit the button below now and fill out the form. Remember, once you've been through our easy step-by-step program, you will have a choice to not pay and get your money back, if you feel that that's what you want to do. The historic 7 Steps program is a click away right now. We risked our careers to bring it to you. This is the easiest decision of your life. But you must hurry, because diabetes isn't waiting. It's eating away at your vital organs as we speak. If you want to beat it, you will have to take action. Only action can save your health and ensure a long and bright future. The small act of trying our program could cause the biggest change in your life that you've ever had. It could turn your current life into one with more joy, more freedom, a life without painful needles or expensive medication, with less worry, less pain, and less doctor visits. It's what you deserve. Click the button below, fill out the form on the next page, and let the good side of your life begin. Make your decision quick, because every day you wait, your diabetes gets worse. Take action right now. Remember, you have the peace of mind unconditional 60-day money-back guarantee. You will find that this is the most powerful program to get you on the road to your healthy future. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the inside.